So a couple days ago, a video was released by the YouTuber 8Thoughts who was criticizing TheQuartering for promoting his Patreon and asking his fans to help support it in order to pay his editors while he continues to make a lot of money off his videos already. This is what he had to say in the video.
Most of you probably know who TheQuartering is, but for some of you who are coming in cold on this one, this is TheQuartering. His name's Jeremy, and essentially he does I guess videos with sort of an anti-SJW, sort of how you would like, you know, I guess alarmist kind of videos where like female privilege in video games media must stop this. I was wrecked by bat when my career's over. Like, he's sort of like the Paul Joseph Watson, but like nearly not as to the point or as entertaining. But he's turned into an e-bagger, right? And the problem is that this guy makes a ton of money, and what he's asking money for is absolutely ridiculous. Like, listen, like I said, the website's free. You don't have to pay to watch videos. If you don't like the dude's content, don't watch it. You're not hurting anybody. But this guy makes a ton of money on YouTube already. And then he now has like the gall to start asking for his subscribers to support his subscribe star all the way up to $100 a month, legendary status. I highly recommend not backing this level, but if you do, I will use your generous donation to work towards completing my inbox NES collection, haha, and all previous tiers, blah, really funny. But yeah, the issue is this reprobate now is trying to suck his fans into giving him money, and like, oh, the ad revenue's down. I didn't even take any money out in November and December because I'm such a Patreon saint. Oh my God, like, you know, but hey, help donate to my subscribe star to help pay my editors. No, you fat alcoholic. Pay them yourself with all the money you make from all your YouTube videos, you dipshit. That's the facts, Jack, all right? Jeremy, TheQuartering, you damn e-begging loser. Holy God.
TheQuartering quote tweets 8Thoughts YouTube video on him and replies by saying, "I spent the day helping another YouTuber. You spent the day worrying about another man's cash and calling me a scammer. I'll sleep good tonight, bud. Keep being alpha." The Black Tangeroo then replies to him by saying, "Will we get a video on this soon?" To which TheQuartering responds, "No, that's what Supreme Alpha wants. He's entitled to his opinion, but there is no value in addressing someone's opinion who means so little." Augie RFC responds to TheQuartering by saying, "Normal people don't talk about good things they've done to look good in an argument." To which TheQuartering responds by saying, "Normal people!" And then Augie replies by saying, "Look at me, I'm a good person, guys. I helped someone on the internet. Anyone who criticizes me is just wasting their time. They could be doing good deeds like me. You're a joke, bro. We laugh at you every week at this point because you always say something dumb and can't handle it." 8Thoughts himself then responds to TheQuartering by saying, "Great logic. Doesn't negate the fact that you make 400 to 500k a year from YouTube and then ask people to donate to pay your editors, which is hilarious, because what fucking editing are they doing? Also, pay them from your high six-figure income." TheQuartering then responds, "I'm sorry, you know how much I earn from YouTube? Are you my accountant? You get that you look like a total idiot, right? You know how pathetic it looks? You up there in Canada obsessing over what another man earns and how he spends his money? How should I spend my money, Dad?" 8Thoughts then replies, "Way to deflect the matter at hand, and ignoring you run a Patreon to suck money from your fans. Jesus Christ, bro. I'm the idiot? Nah, man. You are a fraud and an e-bagger. You, Wings of Redemption, and Darkside Phil are the holy trinity of losers." TheQuartering replies by saying, "It's actually a subscribe star. The link is subscribestar.com/TheQuartering. Back today." Mike then replies by saying, "Does this guy not grasp the fact that Patreon is optional and fans choose whether or not they want to send money to you?" TheQuartering then replies, "I don't think he does. I'm starting to think he's mentally handicapped, and I'm starting to regret shining a light so brightly on it." 8Thoughts then replies, "Once again, if anyone out here has a brain, they can see you're simply arguing semantics. Substar, Patreon, it's asking fans to give you money, which is awesome. You make more than 99% of people you're asking money from." Ainurian then responds to 8Thoughts by saying, "No, he's not sucking money from fans. No one is obligated to pay a dime. It's a tool, like yourself, where fans can make the conscious choice to support a creator they believe deserves it or needs it. Stop assuming no agency from the audience, just for your petty tirade." TheQuartering then quote tweets this response and says, "I'm also pretty sure I never said I would take away the editors if people didn't back. It's just there if they want to. As long as YouTube stays consistent, I will do everything I can to keep them on." Hamek responds to 8Thoughts by saying, "Dude, Every YouTube channel and their dog has a Patreon or subscribe star. A lot of them with tons more subs than TheQuartering. That hole is going to be too deep to climb out of if you keep digging. 8 Thoughts then quote tweets this and says, "You must not know me then. Anyone on YouTube, and I mean anyone on YouTube, I don't care if the fucking Pope has a Patreon, can suck a fat dick if they're making as much money as TheQuartering is. It's sad to be that greedy to ask your fans for more money. The lot are pathetic." TheQuartering then responds directly to 8 Thoughts' response where he said he was arguing semantics by saying, "I get that you're slow, dude. It's seriously okay. I don't think this is the fight you want. I keep trying to give you an opportunity to take the L and move on, and here you are, showing up over and over again to whine what another man and his viewers do with their money." 8 Thoughts then replies, 80% of the people on YouTube who stick up for me or TheQuartering or any YouTuber they like are young and dumb. It's just a fact. No offense. I find no solace in how many likes I get or don't get from my tweets or videos. Adults know the truth, and so do you. Scam away, dude. TheQuartering then responds, "I like how he uses that word, fact, but he hasn't quite learned what it means yet. My average viewers are actually 25 to 45 years old. I have less than 1% of my viewers under the age of 16. In fact, I have more viewers that are 60 plus than under 16. That's a fact. Do we live in a society?" Responds to TheQuartering by saying, "I've been subbed since around 20, and I'm 22 now, so..." 8 Thoughts then replies to him by saying, "You were dumb too." TheQuartering then quote tweets this and says, "I think we've reached the point in the show where the big bad Canada man says, 'It's all just a prank, bro,' or 'He's just trolling.' It's too bad. He's got a decent sized channel himself. Time would be better spent on growing that, not worrying about how other men spend their money." TheQuartering then posts a picture of 8 Thoughts saying some people are dumb, and captions it by saying, "I win, kid's broken. My big bad critic has been reduced to speaking like a 4-year-old on the playground. I think I've made my point. Have a good night, everyone." 8 Thoughts then responds, "No, it's not a troll. You are just a moron who has been sidestepping the issues I brought up by arguing with non sequitur and red herring responses trying to deflect the fact that you make tons of money yet still ask your subs to give you theirs. But it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you are still going to be making boring ass shit videos and dumb people are still going to give you their money. Just like Korean Savage's fans, that gave him 70k for his Patreon." TheQuartering then responds, "So what? Even if I made millions on YouTube, I would still have ways for fans to support me. Is it not okay for YouTubers to sell merch? What about accepting super chats? What about sponsorship? How much money are other people allowed to make? Clown." 8 Thoughts then responds, "Once again, you are arguing red herrings and not the fact. Nothing you listed is the same as a Patreon or Substar. Merch is buying clothes you wear. Super chats, you're interacting with your fans live and providing a service up and beyond a video. Sponsorships give people perks. Listen man, I'm not arguing about this anymore. It's pointless. You were just talking shit and not addressing the issues on purpose. And you are as dumb as a rock. I don't know. Arguing on Twitter is beyond retarded. I'm out." TheQuartering then screenshots this and says, "W." 8 Thoughts then replies, "W? You put this as some kind of win? The fact I said arguing with you is like acting like a retard? Laughing my fucking ass off."
Listen,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
"Hey guys, my dad is sick, and I need to pay for someone to edit the videos I plan on filming and turning into vlogs while he's dying. Probably would make for riveting content. Please support my Patreon." And that is about it for the argument. Pretty petty stuff, but I think the core of the argument is pretty interesting. Whether or not it's scummy to ask your fans for money when you already have a lot yourself. As for my thoughts on it, I do think it's a bit excessive to have a Patreon while you are already doing well on YouTube. But as long as you just have it in the background and don't really force people or ask people to donate to it every video, I don't really see it as a big deal. Although in TheQuartering's case, he does kind of imply that he needs it to pay his editors, which is just blatantly not true. And I do feel like he lays it on a little too thick on asking his fans to support him. If he made it a bit more clear in his YouTube videos that he doesn't really need the money in order to have the editors continue working on his videos, then I don't think it would be that big of a deal. Regardless, I don't think that this is a scam in the slightest. I think 8 Thoughts is going a bit overboard in calling this a scam. And I don't fundamentally disagree with YouTubers who are well off having Patreons like 8 Thoughts does, but I do think it's a bit disingenuous to imply that you need it to continue paying for editors or running the channel in any sort of way. when that's just simply not the case. But anyways, that's just my opinion. I would love to hear what you guys think about this in the comments section below. And since we're kind of on the topic in this video, I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to announce that I have a new merch store. It doesn't have much in it right now, only a couple designs, just typical Bowblax stuff with my icon on it, but I also have the Sonic Twitter icon, which I think is just hilarious. So if you want to get merch of that, you can as well. The links will be in the description below. If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe with notifications on, as I upload these frequently, and follow me on Twitter to keep up to date with my shenanigans in real time. Thank you so much to my channel members for supporting the channel, and with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.